Asia-Pacific private equity is adjusting to persistent uncertainty after deal values fell 14% to $127 billion. To discuss this, we have Samuel Paget from Deloitte. So Sam, what's driving the growing fragmentation in Asia-Pacic's private equity market? Let's start with this.
The Asia Pacific private equity market has never been a homogeneous one. It's made up of many different countries, each with their own kind of unique factors at play. But I think over this last year, the response to the tariffs that came from the U.S. Was varied by country. And some, such as Korea, Japan, were able to recover quicker from that, while others, like India, felt a little stuck between these tariffs and their need for Russian oil, and were not able to come out as quickly from that situation, which just further exacerbated the underlying differences that each geography has.
On that, how have tariff shocks and state intervention reshaped investor confidence in the region?
We saw a market pullback in M&A activity in April when the Liberation Day tariffs were first announced. That slowdown persisted a bit throughout the summer in the Northern Hemisphere. But by the end of the year, I think there was a bit of certainty around this uncertainty. Investors realized that this uncertain environment was not going away. And as a result, we saw 61% of deal activity in the second half last year. So a bit of a rebound in the second half. And I would say that that's the way the market kind of came into the year end, having adapted to this uncertainty and realizing there was still a need to transact irrespective of the background noise in the market.
So if you were to break this down, Sam, what role are defensive sectors like healthcare playing in today's investment environment?
In light of the more uncertain macro environment, the tariffs, as well as to some extent the impact that AI may have on sectors, we have seen private equity pivot more towards defensive sectors. So healthcare, for instance, is up over 20%. In fact, within that, healthcare services is up over 40%. Same with transportation and logistics. So I think this pivot towards defensive is also a response to the broader uncertainty in the market.
Thank you so much for your time today, Sam. Looking forward to having you back on the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Once again, that was Samuel Paget, Managing Director and Head of Asia Pacific Private Equity Origination at Deloitte. For more news, visit asianbankingandfinance.net.